What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Project Zomboid. And as you guys can see, 42.7 is already here. That was super quick. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some of the new things they added. New crafted clothing items. Player can use animal skins, leather strips, denim strips, rags, garbage bags, and tarps to craft a variety of low-tier survival armor or garments. Items and recipes for spiked full motorcycle helmets and football shoulder pads. For dividing football shoulder pads into single left and right. New clothing items to some appropriate zombie outfits, so we might see new versions of zombies. For the glass part of a lantern to produce a hurricane lantern. Step van and van vehicles for tailoring businesses. They don't have loot spawns defined yet, but are intended to serve as an opportunity for the large fabric roll items to spawn. New sounds for butchering actions. Flyers from the Flyer Factory. Okay. Items and recipes for simple hide hats, robes, and wallets. Building UI and crafting UI. Inputs. Position of craft panel favorites. Liquid amount bar now updates more gradually on fill context menus. Appearance of inventory and loot window progress bars to match that of a tooltip progress bar. Can research craft recipe is displayed in tooltips for items outside the player's inventory. Research craft context menu option is displayed when it is too dark to perform the action. Knockdown and stun zens now have chest movements so players can tell they're still active. Chest movements? Like breathing? Added right click drop option for all movables. That's kind of nice, actually. Crafted frame packs, small and large. Recipes for hide and leather aprons and a tarp chest rig. Prop book items. Craft recipe and recipe magazine for making blank ID cards. Purely an RP thing. Burglars start the game knowing this recipe. That's kind of funny. Advertising trailer mechanics, overlay graphics. Items and recipe for twine shoes. Quality of life updates to farming when using a controller. Combined mouse and joypad farming modes. Farming with a controller. This is all controller stuff. Issues with submenu options. Staying open when selected. Farming tooltip following the farmer cursor. Button trigger prompts to the farming cursor. Remove farming cursor for removing multiple plants with a shovel. This is all joypad and mouse. Craft recipe to make gold and silver coins. Tuxedo print t-shirt item. New clothing items to some appropriate zombie outfits. Steel chunks can be smelted from steel items. Iron chunks. Whether an item is iron or steel is arbitrary, but steel items are plentiful enough that there should be enough to smelt. Some higher tier blade type craft recipes specifically require steel, not iron. New sounds for chain link fence destruction, resting on floor butchering. Restored the dome kiln workstation entity. This can be used to make coke from charcoal as well as making charcoal. Coke can be used instead of charcoal for any crafts. Craft recipes for making steel chunks from iron objects and coke using an advanced furnace. Processing iron and copper ore for blacksmithing. Added some recipes for burning wood charcoal using items of different sizes. New tailoring magazine, medieval peasant clothing. A punk fashion magazine that teaches the garbage bag dress and tank top recipes, mixing fluids, action animation. Non-weapon tinted models like open umbrellas are now tinted when equipped, and filled fluid containers now use their filled models for timed actions. Toy hobby horse and toy plastic colorful cowboy hat with plastic whistle attached. A button to toggle display of revealed brochure and flyer locations. Toggle display of revealed brochure and flyer locations on the in-game map. Okay. Craft recipes for making small file sets and small metal working punch and chisels. Animal Zone UI displays animals inside hutches. Added recipe for shortening shirt sleeves. Gasoline now evaporates from open containers. Interesting. Several tailoring recipes now require scissors to not be dull and have a chance of reducing sharpness. Reduce the frequency of corpses and trash tiles scattered outside trash buildings. Characters that start the game with the artisan trait will now know all current learnable glass-making recipes. Small steel sheets can be used to make improvised flashlights and lanterns alongside tin cans. We'll start knowing how to make guacamole, which can be learned from a cooking magazine or a recipe. Raccoons can now be caught alive in traps. Reduce the combat speed and run speed penalties from wearing a chest rig. Rebalance several nail-spiked and broken weapons. Very light nerf to short bat weapons in general. Garbage bag dresses and tank tops now require knowing a recipe to make. Okay. That's interesting, because I felt like they added the whole garbage bag clothing to make tailoring easier to level up, and now they're kind of nerfing that a bit. Recipe for forging jar lids now uses small steel sheets. Produce 5 lids. Rebalance blacksmithing for heading tools. All require skill 1 instead of 4. Okay, change the skill level requirement for forging nails. Reduced the weight of the saw blade hatchet and saw blade axe weapons. Rebalance some blade type blacksmithing recipes. Several recipes for forging and cutting the various sizes of metal pieces used in blacksmithing have been consolidated to handle both iron and steel. These recipes, if they involve the blacksmithing forge, will also provide a modest amount of blacksmithing XP. Several higher tier weapon and tool heads crafts require steel. Can be melted down. The heads can. Rebalance some weapon and tool head crafts. Reduce the weight of the hatchet weapons. Some items will now require the heads to be removed before they can be smelted down. Change the display name of some forged items. Many more items can be smelted. Crafting recipe for crafted charcoal and large branches. For iron chunks. Making steel chunks. Restored crafts for making and using bar and ingot molds. The Groucho's house story now will spawn a group of Groucho eyeglass mask zombies wearing tuxedo print t-shirts. Zombie outfit for the Wild West town. It's a young outfit zombie that also wears a plastic colorful cowboy hat. And a bunch of fixes. If you guys are interested in reading up on these fixes, I'll slowly scroll down. You guys are more than welcome to pause. Now the question is, added recipe validation that recipes can be learned. Alright, now the question is do we have any problems now that we have a new update? I'm going to hope that the answer is no. It looks like a majority of our stuff is still here. Things are looking good so far. A lot of our stuff still looks like it's here. Containers are here. Meds. Got our radio. We got our trash. We got our books. I think things look good so far. Things look good. Now what we want to do is, because it's pretty late in the evening already, let us go ahead and do some foraging. Let's keep leveling up this skill. Now that the helicopter event has happened, we have a choice to make. Do we want to go deeper into Riverside and continue to find a new safe house? Or do we just kind of want to loot stores that we think will be necessary for us? And kind of keep this safe house rather than moving, and then get ready to move to the brand new city. Choices. I'm not exactly sure what I want to go with, because Riverside is kind of new to the channel. It's not new to me, but people who are not playing Project Zomboid on their own could still enjoy checking out Riverside and staying here for a little bit. But I'm also interested to see what that new city is like. And then we kind of discussed, I believe it was last episode, kind of starting in the west and moving east as we need to move. The thing is we kind of want to get a more permanent safe house going, right? I'm surprised we haven't found a single thing yet. They nerf foraging? That didn't seem to be in the patch notes. Or is foraging not working? Because how have we not found a single thing yet? Is that one of the bugs? No? No? There's our first thing. Okay. Foraging is working. I feel like this is kind of a different area for us, though. So I wonder if they nerfed foraging by quite a bit. It's possible that's the case. Could have been in the fixes, maybe. Because we're definitely not finding as many items as we were before. We did kind of talk about going... Dandelions. We talked about going, what was it, east? Along the left side of that road? Maybe we'll start with that. Let's start heading that way real quick. I'm hoping we don't have any issues early on. We just started this run with Kevin. Kevin's got a pretty good start as well. Be nice to continue him for a little bit. I am a little surprised at how quickly they're pushing out updates. I mean, we're already at 42.7, which you would think means we're getting close to build 43 here soon. That's pretty exciting. That is pretty exciting. Maybe once they start build 43, we'll get multiplayer. Who knows? Who knows? They're pushing out these updates pretty quick. Okay, oregano. Take it. Foraging skill. 299. Definitely seems we're not finding as many items, though. So it's possible they could have just nerfed it. Very possible. I did feel like foraging was pretty OP. So it would make sense for them to do so. But we'll keep working on the skill, seeing what we can find. It's about to be 9 o'clock and we're already drowsy. I think at least for this episode, we're going to keep going around Riverside. Maybe finding a home. A suitable home. If we're not quite happy with any of the homes, though, I'd like to at least hit the police station. Before we leave. Kind of feel like we should loot Riverside, though. Yeah, we're not finding nearly as much. Tree branch. Those are poisonous mushrooms. Now that we can tell the difference. Okay, we're starting to find some more stuff. Still not nearly as much, but we're definitely finding some stuff, so it's not broken. That's good. Things seem to be working fine so far. Our base isn't disappearing, our loot's not disappearing. Should check up on that generator. Because that was another issue we had with Scott. All the generators disappeared, but... we'll take it slow for now. Okay, we got some rabbits here. Okay, it does seem like they're running from us. Can't quite sneak up on them. Okay, these berries don't seem poisonous. Surprised we can't, like, there's no tracks for the rabbits. It is kind of cool to see some rabbits, though, in the wildlife. Okay, flint nodule. We're good for now. Cabbages. That's awesome. Get some cabbage seeds. I definitely feel like this is further than we made it last time. I think we'll stay out till about 10:30. And we'll start heading back. Okay, we got a home over here. Are we gonna have a neighborhood in this area? Centipede. No, we'll be taking our bait. Okay, we do have a neighborhood here. Where are we at? Okay. Got some houses. We got some buildings. We got you on the door. You're gonna be locked. Okay, windows are very limited. Ooh. Okay, we can't get you open. Alright, we got a police officer with a shotgun there. Which that could be kind of nice, but I think now is a good time to head home. Let's not get greedy. We are out of breath. We're drowsy. No need to go crazy. We will try and sprint home. Keep leveling up this running skill. I'm gonna have to retitle the episodes 42.7 now. Okay, there's the bunny rabbits. I don't think we can get close enough, though. I think we have to hunt bunny rabbits with a gun. I don't think we would get close enough. Unless we, like, really increase our sneaking skill. Then maybe we could sneak up on them close enough to get a melee hit in. Are there bows in this game? Is that a thing? I don't think I've seen any bows. Alright, we might have taken a little too long to get home. But we should sleep good tonight. Might be a little tired in the morning. What day are we on? I think this is the last day of shows upcoming. I think day 8 is when they turn off. So we won't have to worry about keep coming home any longer. Hunger's getting there. That cabbage gives us a ton of hunger. That's pretty crazy. That should hold us over. These berries we can just go ahead and drop. They're already stale. Still at 17 XP. Alright, all the fresh stuff in the fridge, and then we will go to sleep. Let's turn our alarm on. Make sure we close the bedroom door. Get some rest for the night. Alright, let's rest on the couch. I don't think we have anything that we can read. Weight-wise, we are down to 90. We got some good weapons on us. Pipe wrench is still in pretty good condition. Cook show, we have light fog today, don't we? Yeah, light fog is today. There it is. Light fog's not horrible, though. I think we could still go into town. Still says air activity detected, but... Okay, we're not getting anything from this show. 70 minutes on high heat? That's insane. Alright, that was a full episode, though. So I don't think it's quite time for the shows to end. This crate's getting pretty full. Let's go ahead and slice some of this bread. Keep making sandwiches. Alright, 2 of you can go in the fridge. Create a sandwich. Oh, we have the roast still, don't we? We do. Alright, so we'll put all of you in the fridge and then eat a quarter of this. Which will be the last of it. Fog's okay, I think. I think we're still gonna go out. Especially while we still have power. We gotta take advantage of that too and start thinking about those things. We should have a flashlight? I thought we found one while foraging. I think this is a little worse than light fog, if I'm being honest. It's pretty foggy out. This looks more like heavy fog. Alright, we're gonna stop at that intersection again, I think. We're still doing pretty good on gas. We should have 3 full gas cans as well. Alright, it was this intersection. I'm gonna go up one more though. Okay, this is where it starts to get a little crowded, the motels. So now the biggest thing is kind of looking for housing, right? This could be a little bit dangerous. I know we have one coming from the left. Okay, that miss wasn't super great. Let's get these guys in front of us. Okay. Alright, behind us still looks good for now. Perfect. Keep missing the crawler. There we go. Alright, behind us still looks good. There it is. Alright, those guys are done for. Any good loot on any of them? All drow map we have. I think that was the guy from yesterday. Or from, Friday. No, that would have been yesterday. We recorded that over the weekend for Monday. You guys know. You guys know. Let's take you off the street, so we don't have to worry about running you over. There's definitely somebody inside. Okay, we got some more. We got a decent group down here still. Riverside Suites is what this place is called. Perfect. Really need to level up this short blunt. We're taking some heavy hits on our pain. Okay, now we're exerted. We don't really know what's in these trees either. Okay. You two are down. I think I'm gonna sit in the truck for a minute. It's a little intense in the fog. It's a little intense. Makes me a bit uneasy. How's our short blunt doing? We're only at 51 XP. I almost feel like it would be better. Although we need to get... There's so many... There's a lot of short blade weapons, but there's so many short blunt weapons in this game. And that's kind of everything we have besides this one knife, so... We gotta level it up at some time. I don't remember what this building was. Those trees are moving. I think I see a zombie in there. Maybe that's just the trees. We're still in quite a bit of pain. I think for now we deal with it. That was a decent rest. We gotta head back by noon anyways. Okay, we got you across the street. Let's deal with you. Kind of got to figure out where we want to go next for, That's a grocery store. Clothing store. That could be nice, but... I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Clothing. Is there like a general goods store? We'll do the money sign for it. Money can be general goods. Fashion. Ooh, there's the hardware store. Riverside's starting to come back to me a little bit. That hardware store could be really nice. I think that's something I want to loot now. Okay, we're looking okay in that alley. Gotta be careful of potential things that could come from behind the building. Somebody's inside somewhere. Okay. Nothing good on you guys. Is that here? I don't know where that's at. Perfect. Toolboxes are empty? Really? Box of nails. Rubber hose we have. You're just a key ring. Pocket knives are good. Rope I'm not going to worry about for right now. Duct tape, wood glue. Carton of nails. Encumbrance is 20. Jeez, what's that got? Like 1,000 nails in it? Tongs. I will take the leaf rake for a weapon. Mason's trowel. More nails, we're good. Bunch. A bunch of handles. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that sounded terrifying. There's a full flashlight. We'll take you just in case. Knee pads we have. We'll take the seeds. I don't know what the hell that noise was. That was terrifying. Whetstone. Jeans. A handy knife. That's used for a bunch of stuff. Wrenches are decent weapons. Butterfly knife. Iron pipe. As of right now, we're just kind of looking for weapons. Yup. Yes, handy knife. Ratchet wrench. Okay, I think the last shelf was right here. Another hatchet. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna mark this as a hardware store. What do we have next door? At the edge is another clothing store. In the middle just kind of looks like an office space. What is this? What other buildings? These are the houses we want if we stay in a house. Right? No, those are still one story, but they do have the fences. Yeah, those are still one story, I believe. Okay. I don't know what this building is. I don't know what this is either. That's a laundromat. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Start thinking about going back home. Make sure we don't miss the show. This is a restaurant, yeah? It's gotta be. It's the only thing that makes sense. All that seating. This place could be really good to loot too at some point. Now I gotta remember which ones are really good tools and which ones we can use as weapons. Because I know like the handy knives are pretty rare and for some pretty good recipes. Alright, we are unpleasantly hot. Might be a good time to get some shorts on. Fog's starting to lighten up, which is great. But I think if we go through here, Riverside, and kind of market of kind of everything that's available to us, I'd feel a lot better about moving into the new city. Kind of seeing what's there. Again, I'd like to take some guns with us, but our gun skill's not going to be high anyways. So that is the one thing that makes me nervous. But if I'm going to do a permanent residence, I feel like I want it in the new city. And we still get to check out a decent amount here in Riverside. Seeing what buildings are here. So no complaints. Yeah. Nails. One hatchet. All the handy knives, because I know those are really good. If we go to required items, handy knife. Oh, there's so much stuff. Look at this thing. Yeah, the handy knife is insane. Okay. Pocket knife. I'm gonna use you as a weapon. This secondary hatchet, weapon. Butterfly knife, weapon. Ratchet wrench. Iron pipe. Leaf rake. Flashlight. Do we have, like, where's all of our, car stuff? I thought we had some car stuff. Shovel. Seeds. I'm watching the TV show. It doesn't look like any skill channels yet. Let's make sure we refill the water bottle. Let's go ahead and make a sandwich. Start with bologna. Add the seasonings, I guess. Cabbage. Some of the stale carrot, I guess. We'll also do the fresh carrots. It doesn't provide much hunger. Definitely not the poisonous mushrooms. Alright, let's go ahead and eat this sandwich. Then I think we're good to go. That one place, this one is a restaurant. Let's go ahead and mark that. Maybe we should mark that strip too. See what's available there. Yeah, once these shows finish up, it'll be a lot more convenient to be going in and out of town. Because a part of living outside of the main town is nice. This is the most inconvenient part. But it's also a nice change that we can't just like walk everywhere. I feel like a majority of our starts is just kind of walking to where we need to go. Alright, furniture. It's a food mart. Alright, maybe we won't mark that stuff quite yet. Let's go ahead and stop shop here. Can we see him play in these places? We got clothing, a barber, Enigma books. Okay, we want to loot that bookstore next. That's next on the list. Okay, we got someone banging on a window right there. Two of them banging on a window. Let's back up. Don't need them sneaking behind us. You have a knife or something. Carving fork, we'll take you. Okay. Perfect. Nicely done. Okay, there's still one in the store. You have a satchel. Okay. That was a little bit scary. Okay, you're still banging on that window. Oh god. Oh, that was super close. Alright, I don't know where all you guys are coming from. Okay. Okay. That one made my heart thump a little bit. That was scary. There's a lot down that road that we didn't notice before. I need one of you to go down. There we go. And we made one a crawler. Yeah, like the heart thumping in the game is what's going on inside my chest. That one scared me a bit. I thought we were done for. There it is. My goodness. Alright, Satchel has a pen. We'll take it. Not that we really need the pen. We are in some heavy pain, heavy panic, and we're out of breath. So I'm gonna pull back for a second. Because that got really intense. Whew. Let this one catch up to us a little bit. Close call for Kevin there. Okay. Jermaine Prince. I think that's what the name was. Now, let's sit here and take a breather, shall we? Alright, we got this one kind of making their way towards us still. Other than that, we look okay for the moment. Let's catch our breath a little bit. Take a rest. Let some of this pain subside. Whew. Alright, let's fight these next two, and then we might have to take another breather. I think this lady disappeared into the trees. I hear you. But I don't see you. Ah. Right here. Okay. There we go. Alright, we got this one on the corner. We got two on the corner. Behind us is looking okay. Let's deal with these two. Try and make our way back to our vehicle. We got a little too aggressive with our vehicle. Which happens. As long as we can recover from it, we're okay. Now the question is, can we make it to our car and sit there for a moment? Okay, we got two down there. I think we should kind of clear that way first. Clear this street a little bit, and that way it's a lot more safe to drive down this far. Okay. Thought I heard a zombie growling. I think I'm imagining things at this point. Short blunt is at 67. So honestly, we didn't even get that much skill off of it. But we are getting our maintenance up nicely. A lot of muscle strain going on. 222 kills in about 8 days. That's not bad. We're not doing too shabby, Kevin. Alright, I think now is the time to push out a little bit. It's already 16:20. Do we care about the shows anymore? I might just stay out at this point. Who knows, though? It could be worth it. It could be worth it. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling at that point. Sounds like a decent amount in these suites, though. Perfect. Upgrading our maintenance is always nice. Oh. Okay. Got some decent buildings back here. Now I see that the strip continues. Alright, hopefully we get no more surprises from the store. Enigma books. That might be a restaurant. Still in a lot of pain. Okay. Alright, let's go back to our vehicle. I think we will head home just for the one time. Alright, so we got clothing, hair, palm travel, which is just like an office. So clothing. Is there like a scissors icon? No. We do have a book further down. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Even the clothing's not really important, but just because there is an icon for it, we can kind of decipher what's going on over there. If we ever want to look at our map and take a look. Maybe if we're desperate for certain loot. Okay, we're getting some more zombies over there in that area, which is interesting. We haven't seen zombies over there in a little while. Gas is still looking good. I don't think we need to fill it up anytime soon. Question is do we want to go back out tonight? Or do we want to continue working on our foraging? I might do some more foraging. Let's go ahead and rest for a little bit. Let some of this pain subside. We got a carving fork we can use, a paring knife. So we got some more short blade weapons. Almost at 70. Communications failure. Okay. Tomorrow, 76 high. Clear skies. Not a bad day tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to assume that that's it. We are a little hungry. I'll deal with it. I think let's do some running. We kind of know what's down that road now. There's not really too many other places to go, though. Could explore the coastline, but I think I'm going to keep going this way. Maybe not loot those houses right now. I don't think we're really desperate for any loot except for those books that I'd like to get tomorrow. I think books are kind of a priority at this point. And then keep exploring Riverside, see if there's anything else that we want to try and loot. And then we head on over. But it doesn't hurt to discover some of these back roads, too. Alright, we're getting a little hot. It is 78. We are in jeans. I think we'll be okay for a minute, though. We are getting drowsy. That's fine. Hopefully not too many zombies out here to deal with. Once we start getting exerted, we'll sit down and take a break, let ourselves cool off. Our pain should slowly be going down. Okay, there's the exertion. Let's go out into the field away from these trees. Let's go ahead and sit down. Take a breather. Keep following this road. We could bring our car down this way, but... Okay, those are all rabbits. Again, don't really want to work on our animal care until we get a book for it. Okay, it's only 7, so we got plenty of time out here. Good 3 hours. I think we'll head back at 10. Alright, there's the exertion again, but now we are at our new spot. So let's take one more rest, and then we will keep going down this road, I think. Maybe next time we'll head down this road, see what's going on down that way. If we look at our map, though... Oh, that's a dead end. Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep going down this road. I'm assuming this is the road to the new city. Did a big circle here. Alright, let's go into search mode. And crouch. Already finding some potatoes. Perfect. I wouldn't mind doing some farming. It's still pretty early on in the game. We are in July. I'm hoping by the time we get to that new town and get a little settled, it'll be at the end of July. So we'll have all of August, September. So we'll see what's good for growing, what growing seasons happen to fall into those months. Ooh, antlers. 24 XP, nice. It's a nice little find. Birch mixed area. Firewood. Food is normal. Other is normal. Managed forestry. Mallow. Common mallow. Eat to relieve cold and flu symptoms. Oh, nice. I wonder how many other stuff has that. We haven't really been paying attention to the descriptions. I want to keep an eye out for zombies as well. We are getting pretty far away from home. But it's not very often that we discover what's in back roads. Who knows what's hidden in this map? This map is gigantic. Absolutely huge. Okay, we're getting into some farmland. Food is common. What do we have here? Sunflowers. Okay. Got a branching off road here. Okay, we got some more housing back that way. Where is this taking us? Potentially... Maybe this road connects? I don't know. That's a long ways. We don't want to go too far away from home, so let's kind of see what's going on over here. See how many houses are in this area. Maybe we'll even loot a couple. Okay, we got like a garage. Some type of shed. We are drowsy. So we gotta be a little careful about taking on too many zombies. We got a doghouse. Is this just a solo home? Solo zombie? No, I hear multiple. Definitely still another somewhere, too. Alright, we are pretty tired, and it's 9 o'clock. Okay. That might have been the other one we heard. We're not really in shape to be doing this, though. What's all this stuff on the floor? Medium handle. Oh, a bunch of rubber hoses. Take the iron pipe. Can research. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. Give ourselves a nice little break. Pipe wrench is getting pretty low. Like to see if I can get into here. It's getting pretty late though. Bucket Mall, Kettle Mall. I want you in our bag. 2 planks. Ooh, mechanics 1. Car battery charger. Empty bottles. Not gonna worry about the handles or anything. Sack of gravel. Steel bar. I suppose. We just read a whole bunch of stuff about, take the elbow pads as well. About, jeez. I don't think we have a regular hacksaw. Wooden mallet, ratchet wrenches, tire iron. But we just read a whole bunch about, smelting in the patch notes. Mechanics 1 again. Another flashlight I'm not going to worry about right now. Alright, now we have a long journey home. We are tired. We're already out of breath. We are hungry. This might be a long journey. We might have pushed our luck a bit too much here. We'll see. Running's at 31. It's already 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and run until we hit our next stage of exertion. Then maybe we'll take a rest. I'm hoping we can make it home by 11. Not gonna worry about foraging right now. Okay, there's the next stage. We can rake the ground, pick up dung. Alrighty, let's take a quick break and then continue to make our way on home. We got the potatoes we could eat. See how long it is before we hit that next stage again. Oof. Not too long, sadly. It's getting dark, too. It's not good. Vision cone is super small. We cannot handle a fight right now. Alright, let's sit on the ground. We're not going to make it home by 11. I think we got to keep walking. I might just sprint until we hit excessive exertion. We gotta get home. Look how small our vision cone is. Just hit 11. Now, we do have a flashlight, or we didn't pick that up, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, could have been a mistake. I think we'll be okay, though. This area should be pretty clear. Okay, we got all the bunny rabbits. I'm surprised at how long we've been running for. There it is. Alright, we should be pretty close, though. Not too much further. I don't think we can afford to stop and rest. Gotta just keep pushing. Poor Kevin is exhausted. Alright, now we know that if we want to continue down this road, it might be best just to use the car. We're not ridiculously tired yet, which is good. It is getting darker and darker, though. Very quickly, actually. It's actually kind of rough. How much darker can it get? Oh my god. Here's the parking lot. We're almost there. We see light. We see light. Thank goodness. Because it's about to get pitch black. Holy moly. That's crazy. Yeah, I think we made the right calls by keep pushing. We would have been lost in the dark, potentially. And thankfully, you can still see the roads pretty well. That gunshot made my heart skip. That came from the north. So thankfully, we just made it home. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put the stuff away. The fresh food, at least. Fresh things. That should be everything. Let's go ahead and hit the hay. We're not going to get much sleep tonight. Okay. Well, before we go any further, we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.